Hey guys! What a long day. I almost want to put the visor down. I can't because you guys are right there. I'll wait until a few people are in the chat, but the day is pretty much done. I'm heading to Georgia right now. I'm exhausted. A tuckered little girl. That's all I gotta say. I'm a tuckered little girl. And I'm very thankful that Laken Riley was brought up several times. You know, it's the drumbeat right now that we don't have any more Laken Rileys out there, and I'm very thankful that she was brought up and memorialized and thought of. And you know, I'm exhausted, y'all, so don't mind me. I'm like, I look at myself. Ooh, doggy, I'm looking exhausted. I look old. I'm old as dirt, y'all. What the hell? So it doesn't look like I'm pulling into. I can't really watch the screen, nor do I have my seeing glasses on. How many people are in here? We only have 3 people in here anyways. Thank God. So, but anyways, we're just driving. We're driving. When I get to a spot where the sun's not in my eyes, I'll look at the phone and turn the camera around, and you guys can just follow with me and go on the cruise. Thank God sun doesn't hurt your eyes like it hurts my eyes. But I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I just ate some amazing Mexican food. I can't eat. I can only eat a little bit because I don't eat much. And I had like a granola yogurt type thing this morning with some coffee, and I had some nachos at the event. And I had like 1 or 2 pinwheels, like a ham and provolone pinwheel. And so it's like, I ate a lot. So when I got to the Mexican restaurant, my eyes and my brain were bigger than my stomach. I like took 3 bites of the stuff. It was delicious. I wanted to eat all of it, but I took like 3. I was full. I couldn't eat anymore. So I brought it with me. I don't expect the sour cream or the guacamole to carry well, but I figured I'm only 4 hours away, so you know, it was about 4.5 hours away. I can't see the screen. I hope everybody can still see me. I hope it's not freezing up, but the sun is like literally dead in my eyes, and I can't see shit. I can see a little bit of the shadows of the lining on the road. I hate when the sun's down this low and there's no trees. It's like everybody, and you know everybody is in the same position. You're blinded by the sun. I hate this time of the day. I hate this time of the day. So I haven't been watching really a whole lot of anything as far as true crime since I've been here. We're going down to cover the Laken Riley case. Chronicles of Olivia and Mom are coming. They're going to meet me there tomorrow morning. And it sounds like Karen's probably going to be meeting us as well. So we'll see how everything works out tomorrow. But I don't even know what time. They say early in the morning. If you guys know Olivia, you'll understand why I'm laughing. It's funny to me because she always says, I'll leave early in the morning. Well, I don't know what her early is, but I promise you her early is not my early. So I don't know what time she's getting there. To be honest with you, oh good heavens, thank heavens to Betsy. I can't even see. I really can't. Sun's like dead slap in my eyes. Oh, what was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to flip you guys around so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Hold on here. There we go. Just a little bit there. That's about as good as it's going to get for you guys. We're on a road trip for those that just want to sit back and see what the view's like in North Carolina. This is what the view's like in North Carolina. The sun is like beating, and thank God we got some trees right now, but the sun, when we get over this hump, is like right in our eyes. Well, it's starting to get a little bit over to the right of us, so it might not be in our eyes too much. Oh no, we're turning up here around a bend, so it's going to be right back in our eyes again. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. I am, but I've been up since 4:30 this morning and haven't stopped since, and I'm one tired little girl, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be stopping for at at least a little minute. I just got a full tank of gas. So it looks like I'm probably going to make it all the way to when I have to turn off, which is about 119 miles from where I'm at now. So it looks like I'll be in South Carolina by then. Hi guys, I wish I could see your comments. I can see stuff popping up, but I can't see what it says because I don't have my glasses on, and I got the sun like literally right dead in my eyes, for those that didn't get the memo. But hey guys, I see B Betty fan, I see Pinky. Hello guys. Even though I say I'm not reading, I did see that pop up. I don't know how I read it, but I did. If you guys are just coming in, I know we don't have a whole lot of people because nobody ever knows when I go live, and I've already went live several times today from this channel, so they're not going to keep notifying people, so it doesn't really matter. We're chill. I just figured since I got to be on the road, I thought Pam and I would at least drive back all the way to Georgia together, but my GPS to take me to the university, literally right after we left the Mexican restaurant, right after we left the Mexican restaurant, we got gas, and literally after we left gas, it split us apart. She went one way and I went another. So that kind of sucked. I was hoping to have her around a little bit because I like to, you know, use the buddy system as much as possible. Sorry, I have to open my Pepsi. They had no freaking food at the arena. They had pretzels and nachos. They didn't have any hamburgers. They didn't have any chicken. They didn't have any French fries. They had nothing. They literally had nothing available for the event. And I'm just like, this sucks. Because by the time you sit in there, you're up at 4:30 in the morning. You can't really leave. I mean, we were in the event yesterday. So, you know, they had a lot of events last night at the Coliseum. They had a baseball or basketball, some type of tournament. They had a swim meet, and they had a comedian, Cat something. I can't remember what her name is. And I hear that she is like funny. And so the place was filled. I mean, it was packed to the gills. And so they left the gates open because they knew that this event was going to be starting really early in the morning. You know, people arrive very early, even though they said the gates wouldn't open until 8. They were wide stinking open. So it was just, it was a little odd. But we got to camp in there. We weren't bothered by anybody. We camped with the RVs. There was overnight parking there, overnight camping there. So that was convenient and nice. But I tell you what, with the rain and just being in the car pretty much all day yesterday, none of us could do anything. We really couldn't do anything. All we could do is sit in our cars and do work. And so after doing that, I was so tired by 9 o'clock at night, I ended up crawling in the back seat and falling asleep. I didn't wake up literally until 4:30 this morning. I slept hard. Except I think I remember waking up, in the middle of the night a little bit because honestly, I remember hearing voices like people talking really. I remember people talking really, really loud at one point. And I remember thinking the comedy event just got out because everybody was still laughing and giggling and stuff like that. So I think I woke up maybe once or twice throughout the night by people going to their vehicles and leaving and whatnot. But for all in all, I mean, we didn't really have any major issues. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't say that. Holy crap, I can't believe this. So Donald Trump was like in the middle of his speech. And I don't know if you guys were watching at home or not, but when he was in the middle of his speech, he stopped. And it was because there was one guy that started getting dizzy or something. And they had like the firefighters and the big guys, the head brass, top brass of the fire department and the police department and everything there. So I think the guy just naturally went to them because he wasn't feeling well, and they ended up getting him some attention. Well, they just got him attention, and then all of a sudden this other man just falls out, like just hits the freaking ground. Boom, nothing. And so everybody's like, and this was the major one. And so he's in the middle of his speech, and we're realizing that there's a major issue going on over there. This man had a freaking heart attack, right slap dead in the middle of the Trump rally. Not just a heart attack, literally keeled over, boom, dropped to the floor. No, went from being fine to being dead right there on the freaking floor. And the paramedics jumped into action. And I mean, this one paramedic was on top of this man, like pumping his chest. And so Sharon just looks at me and she's like, we need to sing Amazing Grace. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't see it. They did. And so I'm like, what do you mean we need to sing Amazing Grace? Amazing. Like, that's not a normal song we would sing. And she's like, yeah. And I said, okay, I'll sing Amazing Grace. And she's like, well, start it. And I'm like, okay. So we just started singing right there. I didn't even know why until after everything was all said and done. And when everything was all said and done, we realized this man had a heart attack. He dropped dead in the middle of the Trump rally because of the swift action of the personnel, the first responders that were actually on site, which they always are, jumped into action and saved this man's life. I want to tell you, I truly and honestly believe if that man was not at that Trump rally, he would be dead. His family would be burying him. That man got up off that floor and walked back to where he could get help. It was the most amazing thing I had, because we thought he was dead. When they told me what happened after we sung Amazing Grace, I'm like looking over there and just praying. One of the ladies pointed to her heart to let the people know that he had a heart problem or something like that. But the man stopped breathing, his heart stopped beating, and I've never seen that. Like, we've seen people fall out. Most of the time that we see people fall out, it's usually because they're diabetic or they're dehydrated. Those are the two main causes of people. They don't die or anything like that. They just pass out. This man died. He was dead on the floor. And like I said, those paramedics, they worked him. They got him alive immediately. And got him stood up and walked him to the back. We all cheered. When that man stood up, we thought he was dead. But I truly believe if that man was not there, he would have died. Because if that had happened at home, there would have been no way. Because they had to work on him. And that's all I can tell you guys. They had to work on him. That one paramedic was on top of him, pumping on his chest. It was a miracle. So, anyways, hey guys, if you guys are just coming in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We're not doing a whole lot. We're just taking a drive, and I figured instead of you guys seeing my ugly mug, I look like a hot mess, you guys can see what I'm seeing. This is North Carolina that we're driving through. North Carolina. And it is pretty when the sun's set. I'm just glad the sun is out of my eyes. Well, kind of, sort of. I've got a phone holder right that's attached to my my rear view mirror, and it blocks the sun where it's at right now. So I'm sitting good. I don't even know what interstate we're on. We're on an interstate somewhere. It took me off right at the Mexican restaurant. I'm heading over to Georgia. We're going to be covering the case of Lake and Riley. It's kind of weird all this stuff happened. It's almost like EBGB, because Olivia and I were just literally at the border. The border crisis is becoming well known, and it's becoming concerning. I think the reality of the invasion we're dealing with right now is really bad. And we were just there, and by the time we got there, Governor Abbott had cleaned up the streets pretty good. He kicked the federal government out. But just to know that we're here trying to fight and get this border closed, and then right after we get back from Texas, Lake and Riley is our border illegally. And this is the kicker. Like, he already got away with crossing the border illegally, which is an illegal act, okay? It's an illegal act, period. And then you come to our country, and the first thing you do when you're shipped to New York is commit more criminal acts. And got arrested. At what? I mean, how many times? Like, if you commit a crime, you go to jail. If I commit a crime, I go to jail. So why is this man allowed out? Why is he just processed out and put back on our roads? I don't get it. I don't get how, I don't get our system. You know, we were joking today, and it's not it's funny, but not funny. It's like, you know, everybody's struggling to get health insurance and stuff like that, you know? And we were jokingly saying, well, you know how to get free health insurance, and it's like, how? Come to America through the, you know, break in through our borders. Change your you know, citizenship to Mexico and break in. You'll be able to get, you know, a monthly stipend, free housing, free food, free medical, free Medicare. I mean, it's just, if you want to know how to do it, you just got to come here illegally, and you get everything handed to you off our backs. We can't get it. We can't even get it for ourselves from our government. Yet everybody else is. I don't understand that philosophy. I don't know if anybody can help me with that. I must be stupid, because I would think that we would be helping ourselves, you know, and helping our people with the stuff, with the care they can't afford to have, such as Medicare and you know, housing and stuff like that. I don't know. Call me crazy. Many people do. Right? Many people do. So this is just our ride. It's beautiful out tonight. I just wish I wasn't so exhausted and could enjoy a little bit more of it. That's all. But I'm whooped. Like, I literally just want to get to the hotel and just crash out and not even think. I don't even know what hotel I'm staying at. I haven't even ordered my hotel because I haven't looked at them yet. You know, I like that. I've never been to this area of Georgia, so I don't know how good it is. I'd have to think it's got some decent hotels, because parents got to stay somewhere when they, you know, go visit their kids. So hopefully it's reasonable. But hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well. I'll flip this around now that the sun's kind of out of my eyes, at least for a second. Hey guys, those that are joining in, I'm one hot mess. I'm a tired Betty today. I'm ridiculously exhausted. But it was a good day. It was a good day. Worked my ass off, but it was a good day. I mean, we had some downtime, but we were talking. We talked a lot. Like, we just, because we had to split up, so we didn't have the whole crew. And so it made it easier to kind of connect with each other, you know, with the smaller group, and really talk and really talk about policy and, you know, networking, and just, you know, where do we need to go? Where do we need to position ourselves to be the most impactful? And that's the key, you know, where do we, you know, we the people have to position ourselves to work well with our government. And so that's what our discussions were today. And like, one of our front row Joes is a delegate. We have several that are, you know, REC members and things like that. And of course me, I'm just an advocate and an activist, so I go to the meetings. And I'm not really involved in the groups. You know, so I just find that they're kind of funny that I say this the way I say it, but, you know, I find them a little too political for me. Could that possibly be? Yes, it could possibly be. I have a very strict agenda. You know, I don't really want to get into a bunch of bullshit issues that really don't matter to me or the public at large. So, you know, that's kind of that's the issue though. So, but we, you know, I'm realizing that we need to be more involved in certain groups, you know, that we need to be positioned in. So we'll be working on those things, you know, but again, that's just why we go to these things. We talk and we learn from each other, and we see what is working in different communities, and we listen, we open our ears. That's what we're there for. We're coming literally from all over the country. We have over 50 or 60 front row Joes. So no matter where Trump needs us, where his rallies are, but there's been times where they just need some support in a certain area for a particular politician. We got front row Joes for that. We got people all over the country, and I love every single one of them. They're great people. They're hard workers, and they're a lot like me. We all work really, really hard. I know a lot of people try to put the work I do down, and it's probably just because they don't know. But the people that watch me every day, you guys know the work that goes into all this. It's not easy. It's not cheap, and it's exhausting. But again, who's going to do it, right? Who's going to do it? You don't see anybody on YouTube doing all of this. I can guarantee that. And if somebody's not doing all of this, somebody has to, right? Somebody has to. Everybody's complaining and nobody's getting involved. And I just want to show people that you can be involved. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, as long as it's lawful and legal. That's it. That's the only rules to life, right? That's the only rules to life. You got your religious rules to life. You got your lawful rules to life. If you try to keep it between the ditches, you'll do okay. That's what it's all about, right? My driving analogies never hit a home run. No pun intended. All right, I'm not funny today. Okay, I get it. All right, I get it. Stop it. I can hear you guys booing me through the phone. But it was good. I don't know what happened to that man after he walked off. But he walked off, and that in and of itself is a miracle. That man hit the freaking ground. I'm deaf. I don't know what I'm hearing. I don't know. I just know there's a commotion, and it was a good. I don't want to say it was even 5 minutes, but it seemed like it was eternity, just trying to get an answer whether he was going out in a body bag. Lord have mercy. We've never had anything like that happen. Not to that extent. That we were all when we realized what was going on, we were all very, very, very nervous. I mean, even Trump, he stopped everything to check on this guy, to make sure. And he could see right down to him where this guy, where Donald Trump was, and this guy laid over, like Donald Trump's facing to me where I am now, and so this was on my left, so that would have been Donald Trump's right. And he was up on the stage, but he could see everything that was going on from that stage. He could see them working on him because he was so much more higher than we were. And we only have rails that go around him that I think are 3 feet. So he had a good view of what was going on there. And I think he got nervous too. I really do. I think we were just all really nervous. Not nervous of anything more than just the concern for the man. Concern that this, we're watching something horrible. And for everybody to be singing Amazing Grace, that was very humbling. And it was just scary. That's all I can say. But it seems like he's going home to his family. I truly believe if he was not there, he wouldn't have survived, because somebody wouldn't have known what to do. They wouldn't have gotten him help in time. Literally split seconds mattered at that moment. And because there was medical personnel on literally right there. I mean, we're not talking about it took them minutes to get there. I mean, somebody was working on him within 30 seconds. There was no, because they were just checking out another guy. So, I mean, they were literally right there. They were right there working on another guy when this guy hit the freaking ground. So it was in literally seconds that he had professionals working on him. And we have maybe one person that passes out because, again, diabetic, dehydration. A lot of those, dehydration is more common when we get to the summer rallies, because we're still standing out there in that sun 12 hours, you know? So those are when you got to keep yourself hydrated in that line, and some people don't. They're just not prepared because they've never gone to one. So, long story short, he walked off, like I said. So people that are just joining in, I was talking about something that happened while we were at that event. A man, I'll just start over the story because I know I got some new people in here. And my brain's starting to slow up because I'm exhausted. While we were there, if you guys were watching, like on Right Side Broadcasting, like Trump stopped his speaking. It's because, well, the first one he stuttered on, you know, and he kind of slowed everything down, was, he slowed everything down. A man was feeling flush or something like that. He was feeling a little flush. So he got medical help. And I saw that one because, you know, everybody was kind of looking and seeing what was going on, but he got medical help. Nothing major with him. It could have very well been dehydration or maybe a diabetic episode where he was getting dizzy. But then right after they take care of this guy, we just hear like this thud. I didn't know what it was because I can't hear, right? I have hearing problems, and being in a loud arena with somebody talking over a microphone with a bunch of speakers around me, trust me, I don't hear much. I hear the loudest person in the room, pretty much. Probably why I'm the loudest person in the room. I'm just joking. Stop. And so we heard this little thud. I didn't know what was going on. And then all of a sudden, we see the people, the paramedics there just working. And I saw one of them get on the ground and start working. I just didn't know what they were doing. And so Sharon is like, you know, we need to sing Amazing Grace. We need to sing Amazing Grace. So we just all started singing Amazing Grace right then and there, because we thought the man died. And the paramedics got right on him. He was able to walk off. That's kind of where this is going, is I truly believe that the Trump rally saved this man's life. Like, I just believe that had that heart attack happened any other place, that man's family would be burying him right now. It was that instantaneous. Like, literally, there 1 minute, and bam, to the floor the next. The next second. He's cheering and drops to the floor. The scariest thing I think you could ever probably imagine. I am so thankful I did not witness that. But Pam and Sharon did. They watched the man drop. And they were freaking out. So, which I don't blame him. But he walked off. They got his heart started again. And they lifted him up and walked him off, and then you saw the stretcher come through right behind him. So I know that they were putting him on a stretcher and taking him to the hospital. Without a doubt, putting him on a stretcher. He was immediately taken to the hospital. But it was after he was revived, and like I said, they saved his life. And Trump gave them a shout out as well on stage. They did an amazing job. It's a miracle what our medical personnel can do. I saw it firsthand today, twice, as a matter of fact. So let me flip you guys around so you guys can see what I'm going through. It's not too bad. I mean, the traffic's okay. You know, it's not too awfully congested. I had an opportunity to get my little machine out, and I realized that I think maybe another one of my ignition coils might be going, or it might be a bad spark plug, because I pulled it out and it looks like my whatchadoodle is misfiring at valve 3, I think is what, or cylinder 3, I don't know. It's only I only have a 4-cylinder vehicle because it saves on gas. Sucks for the mountains, but oh well. It gets through it. So I'm going to change out the spark plug whenever I get back home. It's not really bothering me too much. It's just a little poof of smoke that comes out of the tailpipe, and it just kind of stutters a little bit, but it's not a major deal, and I don't think it's going to do any more damage to the car. So I'm good. You always know when it stutters, because when just went off. It blinks. My doohickey blinks. My check engine light. I'm sorry. I got you guys all messed up, don't I? There you go. There you go. Now you can see. When it does it again, I'll show you. But I think once I get up into like I don't have any problems in both gears. It's just one little spot on here. That's why I know it's the cylinder. So I'm not going to be putting any more fuel injection fluid cleaner in my car until I get it to the mechanic. Which he's got to work on it anyways, because they told me that the ABS thing is got, but he says it's going to be down for 2 weeks because my ABS module has to be rebuilt. And he's going to send that to, I think he said Tallahassee or Gainesville or someplace. It's up in the Panhandle. And it says for him to ship it there, get it rebuilt, and ship back, it's about roughly 2 weeks. Not that it takes 2 weeks to fix the car. It's just the repair itself, due to shipping, is going to take 2 weeks. So I'll be out of a car for 2 solid weeks in March. So I'll just have him, whatever repair needs to be made on this, just throw it in there at this point. Why not? I can't even read. Audrey. Hi, Audrey. It's nice to see you. I see somebody welcoming Audrey. Hopefully I say that name right. I couldn't really see it because I don't have my glasses on. Once the sun goes down, I can put my glasses on. But that sun right in my eyes with a pair of glasses that magnify it, no thank you, I'll pass. So for those that are in here, we are heading to Georgia. We are on our way to Georgia right now. And I'm just exhausted as exhausted can be. And it's starting to get nighttime. And I just had food, which always makes me tired. I'm tired. That's why I'm taking you guys for a ride with me. As long as I'm talking, I'm awake. If you start hearing me snooze, you hear me snoring, wait for impact. No, I'm just joking. I should be fine. If I get too tired, I'll just pull over. Won't be the first time. I gotta tell you, this car is really, it's put a lot of miles around this country. I gotta say. I can't complain about a Chevy Equinox, y'all. I really can't. My girl's been good to me. So, fairly, low maintenance. I mean, well, I've got a lot of maintenance coming up on it because it's coming up to 200,000 miles. But, for the most part, for it being 2011 and 200,000 miles, yeah, it's doing great. No rips or tears in the seat. Very fortunate. The seats need to be clean. The whole damn truck needs to be clean. It's been over a year since this car has been detailed. Over a year. Oh yes. Don't forget Sonia. She makes all of our custom stuff here for the Bullhorn Betty channel. She's very creative, so if you have a project, if you want something custom, if you just want a Bullhorn Betty item, or you just want an item, a souvenir, or something that you want to design, send that over to Sonia. She'll put it on a shirt, cup, or hat. I think she's got other things like keychains and other stuff. Oh, you guys can go wild with those keychains. Keychains are probably really cool. I don't know, maybe for party favors. Never thought about that. But yeah, they'd be great for party favors. If you're having a birthday party or... I hope you guys are all having a great night. I'm probably going to sign out. I may sign on. If I start getting a little too tired, I may sign back on just so you guys can keep me awake, but I think I'll be fine for a little bit. I only got about 200 more miles to go, I think. I'm coming up, head to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Too bad I'm going in there so late. Matthews, Huntersville. But I'm not going there. I'm going straight. I'm going straight to Georgia. So if you guys are my Georgia peeps, I will be stomping my boots in your streets. Alright guys, I think I am going to sign off though. But you guys take care. I love you. Just keep it here. I may go on the other channel and go live. I may go on my TikTok and go live. I've been trying to, go live on everything. The only thing I missed today was Twitter and Facebook. So, sorry. But you guys can get it on the replay. I love you and God bless. I'll let you know when I get into Georgia. See you soon.